Senator Lindsey Graham, although very critical of Donald Trump during the election in 2015, has decided to be a Donald Trump sycophant. And nothing makes that clearer than his defense of Donald Trump in this impeachment investigation. Now, if you can recall earlier, Lindsey Graham made some declarations about how this impeachment investigation has no evidence, which is why he's supportive of Donald Trump. In fact, let's give you a little taste of what he had previously said.
If you're looking for a circumstance where the President of the United States was threatening the Ukraine with cutting off aid unless they investigated his political opponent, you would be very disappointed. That does not exist.
Well, it turns out that evidence does in fact exist. It exists in the form of actual testimony given by actual Trump administration officials. People like Bill Taylor, who was the US ambassador, people like Gordon Sondland, the EU ambassador, people like Lieutenant Colonel Vindman, who said that there absolutely was quid pro quo. I mean, the list goes on and on. You have more and more Trump administration officials, both current and former Trump administration officials, testifying before these House committees to say this was wrong, yes, there was quid pro quo, right? Now, what does Lindsey Graham have to say about this overwhelming evidence? Well, Lindsey Graham, the Republican chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, doesn't plan on reading the transcripts of testimony from former special envoy to Ukraine, Volker, or EU Ambassador Gordon Sondland, declaring the entire deposition and impeachment process BS. Graham dismissed Sondland's apparent reversal, in which he now admits he thought Ukraine aid was tied to Ukraine making a public anti-corruption statement. And I want to, by the way, clarify that for a second. It's not just that Ukraine needed to make a public anti-corruption statement. Ukraine had to publicly announce that they were launching an investigation into the Bidens. Okay, Donald Trump's political opponent. So I didn't like the wording there that CBS used. Be very specific about what the Trump administration demanded here. Now, in regard to that, Graham suggested he doesn't care what any bureaucrat like Sondland thinks. By the way, Sondland, not a bureaucrat. In fact, he was a huge Trump supporter and donated $1 million to Donald Trump's inaugural fund. So to say that he's just some lame bureaucrat or some partisan who's out to get Trump is absolutely ridiculous. He spent $1 million stupidly of his own money to support a criminal, and now he's wrapped up in this impeachment investigation.
And he looks like the dodo bird from Runaway Bird, you know, with Sesame Street. Like that. Anyway, look
I feel bad for that poor dodo bird.
Like the aging. Oh no, he was mean. It was the mean dodo bird. You guys tweet me. No pun intended. Also Marie Yovanovitch, let's not,
yes.
Which my favorite thing about, this is the week where we're seeing the transcripts, right? They're being released, and then the actual public testimony is gonna happen next week in terms of these same people, which, mind you, none of these people are the whistleblower. Like, this is what I love about these testimonies. Like, they're not the whistleblower and they're saying all the same things the whistleblower said. So, wow, you just gotta go to bat against all of these career officials who, I have to say, at this point I'm like, you know what? Good for you, like, thank you. There's like, they couldn't scoop the State Department out and just like, completely empty it out. I know there's nothing but bramble in there at this point, but there's something like 20% haven't been hired up still in the State Department, but like, still there were some officials and they pay attention. And they know a crime and they know when something's crossed the line when they see it. My favorite part though is Yovanovitch says that Sondland, the EU ambassador, told her, because she was like, I think that I'm being set up. Essentially, they're trying to remove me from my job because
I won't play ball.
Because I won't play ball, and I'm sort of raising concerns about this strategy to strong arm Ukraine. And Sondland was like, I don't know. Tweet something about Trump.
No, tweet something applauding
positive.
Or praising. Praising was the word. Praise Trump on Twitter so you can secure your job. How pathetic is that?
So pathetic.
So when you bring up things like, well, Lindsey Graham brought up those. I don't believe bureaucrats like that, because what, Sondland's the only bureaucrat that's in Washington.
Absolutely.
He doesn't believe bureaucrats like that, meaning ones that don't help out his agenda or his lies. So I mean, bureaucrats like Barr, bureaucrats like Mike Pompeo.
They're doing great.
No, those bureaucrats are totally on the up and up. They're not bureaucrats apparently. And also, so you go with those hot words. But remember the T-shirts behind Trump in was it in Kentucky?
Read
the transcripts. Hey, let's send Lindsey Graham a whole bunch of those T-shirts. Read the transcripts. Read the transcripts because I mean, until you want to find out what really happened.
I don't do words. I tried them. I don't like them. It's like cottage cheese to me.
He is such a spineless,
I don't like that. Don't like laws.
Corrupt, terrible politician.
That's
who he is.
His face reminded me a lot. Those close-ups, I wasn't prepared for them.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, Jayar. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.